There is something that happens when you know you've heard from God and he's asked you maybe to do something or be involved or whatever it is. Faith builds. Have you experienced that, right? And so, in fact, when I look back on my life and our ministry, I would say the greatest times of movement in the Spirit, whether it's a project or a missions endeavor we were doing or planting this church or building this new building, whatever, vision was part of it. Revelation was part of it. And it was sort of I use this analogy, if you've ever been camping, this is sort of the time of year people like to go camping. You ever been tent camping? How many of you have made the mistake of camping in Arizona like in the middle of July on top of a mountain and you get caught in a monsoon? Okay. Is that just Carolyn and I? Okay, we were new to Arizona. Yeah, all of a sudden it's like, where did that wind come from in that storm, Well, what happens if you're camping in a tent and that happens? You better have those tent stakes driven into the ground, right? Because that wind's going to grab that tent and it's going to go one way and you're going to be like, oh no, right? And so I like to liken this to when you get a word from the Lord, especially if it's a major directive word, it's something significant God has in your life or is leading you into something, you want to know as you know. You want to drive that stake, that tent stake of faith, into the ground deep, right? Down deep, so that when the hurricane comes, you figured out there are storms in life, right? Just a couple of you? When it comes, when the opposition to that word comes, you've got an anchor, and that anchor is Jesus. He's that solid anchor, right?